Hello, everybody, and welcome to What the Hell Should I Watch? I'm Steve Stebbing,
And I'm Chloe Stebbing.
and we're the weekly rundown of what we're watching, which might become what you're watching. And we come at you every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time on stevestebbing.ca. Chloe's back this
I'm
week,
back. Yeah.
but in the interim, she's got a lot to talk about and some classics if you can dig that. And also, I have a DreamWorks franchise IP that they're really trying to get off the ground. The good thing is these movies are actually enjoyable, in my opinion. The rebirth of the spoof, does it really work out? And a whole lot more. So let's just get started. DreamWorks is really hoping that this Bad Guys IP, which is an adaptation of a book series, would really take off. And I don't know. In my opinion, I like the first movie quite a bit, mostly due to the cast on this one. But does it work for a second film? This is The Bad Guys 2.
The bad guys are struggling to find trust and acceptance in their newly minted lives as good guys when they are pulled out of retirement and forced to do one last job by an all female squad of criminals. Featuring the voices of Sam Rockwell, Mark Maron, Aquafina, Craig Robinson, Anthony Ramos, Zazie Beetz, Danielle Brooks, Natasha Lyonne, Maria Bakalova, Alex Borstein, Richard Ayoade, and Lily Singh. Directed by Pierre Perifel, based on the book by Aaron Blabby.
So the first movie was a fun enough movie. I kind of dug on the animation style that was in the trailer, which I felt looked different enough. And this is also coming after, yeah, I believe this is coming after Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which had this really dynamic action style to the animation. Like, it wasn't the Shrek style animation. It was something a little bit different, a little bit more, I want to use the word frenetic, but I don't really exactly mean frenetic, but it looked more vibrant, like it was popping off the screen. And Bad Guys kind of has that going for it as well. And the good character work. I mean, Sam Rockwell, Craig Robinson is very funny in this movie, in both of these movies. Zazie Beetz is great, and then the new cast, including a personal favorite of mine, Natasha Lyonne, who always spices things up. The other movie she's in right now is Smurfs, and I will not give her that satisfaction right now of going to see Smurfs, but there's not much to be said about the Bad Guys 2. You can tell that between Kung Fu Panda and this film, this is what's keeping DreamWorks animation kind of floating right now. I guess we have a Shrek in the distance, a Shrek 5
Yeah.
that's been announced. We don't have any teasers or anything yet, but it's coming because it's already been greenlit. So you can't put the genie back in that bottle. Like, it's out now. You have to do something with it. And How to Train Your Dragon's gone live action now. So
Yeah. I
that's
was
not.
actually just watching that before recording.
I really like that film. I'm interested to see what your thoughts. I guess that's a tease for next week that you'll be talking about that one. But I really dug it quite a bit. But that's one's out of the realm of animation now. So it's like DreamWorks needs to have a new IP to keep hammering films out. And of course, this film's left open for a third film because obviously you would do that. But I'm open to more because the foundation, the first film was good, and the second film is a solid follow up that continues the character arc. And like I'm down for all these actors to come together, and I love Mark Maron. I've always been a huge fan of Mark Maron. So now that he's not only has he become like he's risen in the actor echelon, he's now doing kids movies, which is so weird for a stand-up comedian of his material, we'll say. But someone that's not mentioned in that cast list of breakdown is Colin Jost, who plays like one of the bank managers. He's in the trailer. He's the one that Wolf is trying to do the interview for a job at the bank. So that's Colin Jost from Saturday Night Live, and obviously listed further back in the credits. He's not huge in the film. The screenplay of this one's done by Yoni Brenner, who is pretty much a animated kids guy. Like he wrote Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and Collision Course, as well as all the little Scrat intersitionals in there, as well as one I've never actually seen before, Rio 2 and Rio 1. I've never seen either of those films.
I've seen both of them.
Okay. Any good?
Forgettable. I don't think about them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You're not waiting for a Rio 3 to hit the screens. Gotcha. Okay. It was also written by Ethan Cohen, who's not one of the Cohen brothers. It's not Ethan Cohen, but he is formerly a Mike Judge guy. He wrote episodes of Beavis and Butthead. He wrote like 30 something episodes of King of the Hill. He also wrote Idiocracy for Mike Judge, but he is in that DreamWorks world because he wrote Madagascar 2 Escape to Africa, which is a film I actually really like.
Yeah, I like
Remember
that
how
one.
many times we watched that film?
Yes, I really liked the Madagascar movies. I'm
They're
sorry.
good. They're good. The third one, not so much. Like European,
The
the
circus one?
yeah, the Afro Circus. That's the best
Yeah.
part of the movie is Chris Rock's Afro Circus thing.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. But to his detriment, he wrote Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart.
I didn't mind that one.
You did. I saw the press screening of that one and I hated it. I really hated it. This one I hated even more. He wrote Holmes and Watson, also
Oh,
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Did you ever see that
okay.
one?
I think I saw bits and pieces, but I was like, I'm no.
It's horrendous. It's
Yeah.
absolutely horrendous. Also, the score for this one was done by Daniel Pemberton, who is a composer that seems to come up on this podcast a lot. I've already talked about him before. He did Materialists and Eddington recently. Yeah, that's my nerdy bits on this one. Other than that, it'll the kids will enjoy it. Did your kids see the first film, Bad Guys?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I haven't seen either of them.
Okay, I think they're worth watching. I
Okay.
think, like, especially for kid films, animated films, I think they're well written, and I like Anthony Ramos a lot as the little piranha guy that farts. It's great. It's a solid film, and like I said, the animation doesn't feel like it's been there, done that. Like it feels new and it feels fresh.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on because the spoof movie might be back, or at least in this very focused form. This is The Naked Gun.
Only one man has the particular set of skills to lead police squad and save the world. Starring Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, Paul Walter Hauser, Kevin Durand, and Danny Houston. Written and directed by Akiva Schaffer.
So Akiva Schaffer is 1/3 of Lonely Island, Andy
Okay.
Samberg and Yorma Takomi. And really like the perfect pick, I think, to do a reboot of The Naked Gun. And I know a lot of people seem to be doubting the chops that Liam Neeson could bring to this movie. And I
Yeah,
think
isn't he like 80?
he's 72. He's 72, which means he's 6 years older than Leslie Nielsen was in the third film that they did. But the great thing about Liam Neeson is he plays this performance like so earnestly. Like it is everything is serious, like so serious. And the best thing about that is you don't know if he's in on the joke or if he's oblivious to it. And it's so brilliant. And it feels like you're touching like the original like bones of Spoof, like going back to something like Airplane or police squad, the original police squad, or even Naked Gun for that matter. It feels like you're getting right back into the roots of it and to the fun of it. And the entire cast is game, also including CCH Pounder as the chief, who is hilarious. And then Busta Rhymes is in this movie. He's actually in the trailer, as well as current WWE champion Cody Rhodes is in this film very quickly. But it's just a funny flick, and Spoof really got dragged through the mud for a lot of the 2000s. The epic movie, date movie, superhero movie,
Scary movie.
Oh, I would hold the scary movies up till there are passable things in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 are part of spoof gold, I would say. But yeah, all the ones that adopted the movie moniker afterwards were not good movies. Actually, Not Another Teen Movie is one of the ones that's still a great spoof movie, because that movie is an all-timer. I don't think people talk about it enough, so bringing it up here. But I don't know, did you ever get into any of the spoof movies?
I mean, they were really coming out when I was like a preteen. So
Mm-hmm.
I did watch like Epic Movie, the Starving Games.
Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of the weird thing that was happening in parody in that time is that they were spoofing movies before they even came out. It was a bad time for spoofs, gave it a bad name, and I think we got further enough away from them in as far as them getting released in a larger in a big screen format, that this movie could come out and be fresh. But it's also, the script is fresh and fun, and the like I love everybody in this film. I think they're really great. Like Pam Anderson nails it. There's a scene where she does a whole scat song sequence in a jazz club, and she actually did it for real, and it's pretty impressive. Like I came out of it pretty happy with it. I went in with larger expectations because it is, at currently, the last time I looked at it, 90% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's got some hype. So I was hoping that the hype didn't kill it, but it managed to keep it even keel, and I dug it quite a bit. Let's get into the nerd stuff on this one. It was written as well as from Akiva Schaffer, but it was written with the help of Dan Greger and Doug Mand, who also helped him write Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. But they're also How I Met Your Mother guys. They wrote like 30 something episodes of How I Met Your Mother. To their detriment, they wrote a movie called Doolittle with Robert Downey Jr., which is hot garbage. Movie is terrible. Do you even know that movie existed? There we
I
go.
okay. It's
Rami Malek is
familiar.
a bear or something in it.
Yeah, he can talk to animals,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's Doctor Doolittle. Yeah. The score of this one was done by one of the current like good like guys that you look for their name because they bring a caliber of orchestra to them that you can really geek out on. Because Lauren Balfe does the score for this one. I talked about him recently with The Woman in the Yard and Novocaine. One of those movies is better than the other one. Uh, I'll let you guess which one. Um, the film was shot by Brandon Trost, who is a usual Marielle Heller guy. Did Diary of a Teenage Girl, which I really loved with Belle Powley, and Can You Ever Forgive Me, which almost nabbed Melissa McCarthy an Academy Award. But he also shot Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3. And those movies rock. I enjoy both of those films quite a bit. He's a usual Seth Rogen guy, does a lot of Seth Rogen's and Evan Goldberg stuff. But the cool factor, and Lonely Island as well, because I think he also did Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping. You ever seen that movie?
No.
With Andy Samberg plays Connor for real. He's
No.
like a pop star that used to be in like a bigger group. It's really good. It's really solid, and you should find it because it's really funny. But he also shot Lords of Salem for Rob Zombie with Sherry Moon Zombie. I don't. Have you ever seen that one with
No,
the
I think.
record?
Yeah, no.
I enjoyed Lords of Salem. A lot of people did not, but I enjoyed this one, so I would include this one. He also Brendan Trost also shot Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance with Nick Cage, the Ghost Rider sequel. Did you ever see that one? That was like a
I
fever
yeah,
dream. It's so
yeah.
insane. It's so nuts. It's balls to the wall nuts. It is
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage just throwing everything at the screen and just working with it. But it's a good thing I praised Brendan Trust's work in that, because to his detriment, he shot Dear Evan Hansen. And on this show, the message to that movie is fuck that movie. You don't even need to watch it. Your stance should be fuck that movie.
Okay. Fuck that movie.
There we go. But again, on the cool factor, he shot the music video for Run by Foo Fighters,
Okay.
where then the old folks home. It's a good one. It's a really good video. So, but yeah, that's a lot of information right there. And a lot of rise and fall, because a lot of these guys just have some disappointing work that I have to dredge up sometimes. But Naked Gun is a fun movie and a breezy. I mean, with credits, it's an 85-minute movie. So like that is quick. That's it. That's under an
Yeah.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like you're all good. Kind of rare in movies these days. I think I want to say I Know What You Did Last Summer was pretty short too, but I don't think it was under an hour and a half. It might be. It might be an hour 29.
Yeah, I feel like most movies cusp 2 hours now. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
between like an hour 45 to 2 hours.
Yeah. Which if you're a good movie, I do not have a problem with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I recommend Naked Gun if you want to see a good comedy. I think it's one of the best comedies this year, along with The Monkey. The Monkey's still one of the best comedies of the year. There's no denying that one. All right, let's move on to what you can stream right now. On your streaming devices, especially one of the the kings of it, has held the entire entity of WWE under it for since January 1st. And now we get something that I never, ever, ever thought that we would get out of WWE. And we get to look behind the curtain. This show is called WWE Unreal.
Behind the scenes with WWE superstars and staff from Raw to WrestleMania as they create wrestling's grandest events. Available on Netflix.
So in wrestling, there's a term called kayfabe, which is basically the protection of the secrets of wrestling. It's protection of the storylines, who's a good guy, who's a bad guy. You don't see good guys and bad guys hanging out together in public, even though most likely they're best friends. There's taboos, but since the advent of the internet and all of its social media services and the intrusiveness of everything, it's something that's increasingly harder and harder to protect. And at the same time, these people have lives too, so they're allowed to have an Instagram. They're like they're allowed to exist,
Yeah.
but still in that given atmosphere, there still is some protection over what happens backstage at a WWE show, what happens in what's called gorilla position, which is like the control panel behind the entranceway. It's where they're calling the matches, where they're doing everything on the fly, right? They're calling the actual show. And you were never afforded that opportunity to see that, to see the development of storylines and see people working together and working the matches and just seeing these superstars be absolutely candid. So that's exactly what this show is, using like kind of the ESPN behind the scenes sports model type thing. Like the show's produced partially by Peyton Manning. So there is like an all sports kind of umbrella-ness to this show. And it's only a quick 5 episodes that kind of goes from the beginning of the year, the Royal Rumble, up through to WrestleMania. And I can test that they have made a show that can bridge the gap of you have to be a wrestling fan to watch it, because it treats you like you don't know these people and they have to introduce themselves to you. Like, it is docu-series about an industry that maybe a lot of people don't know about. And I think it's incredibly well done. I was engrossed in it. I mean, I'm an easy mark for all of this because I love wrestling, but just I feel like all the people that poo-poo it and hate on it and kind of make wrestling fans feel dumb about it might have a deeper understanding of the art of it and the business of it as well. So I enjoy it a lot. I am so sad that I blew through all 5 episodes as soon as I got them. I was a little annoyed at first because I'm actually going to drop this on the episode, because Netflix always, with our press account, sends like what's out during the week, and a few weeks ago one of the ones that was on that list was WWE Unreal, but then when I went to my preview bar it wasn't there. So then I asked for it and they said, "Oh, we'll make a note of that when it becomes available." And I was like, "What? But you
What?
said it was available."
But okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, come on, guys. You can give me all the early advance look at Wednesday all you want, but you can't give me the WWE Unreal thing that I wanted. It's just unreal of you. Unreal. Okay, moving on. I watched this one a little while back, and it's another one of those Ryan Murphy productions shows using American in its title. But this was actually a story that I was kind of interested in when it was happening. This is an American sports story, Aaron Hernandez.
The 10-episode limited series charts the rise and fall of NFL superstar Aaron Hernandez and explores the disparate strands of his identity, his family, his career, his suicide, and their legacy in sports and American culture. Starring Josh Andres Rivera, Jalen Barron, Lindsay Mendez, Ian Castellanos, and Tammy Blanchard. Created by Stu Zickerman, available on Disney+.
So it's going to get to the point where every single thing that has happened in reality to somebody that has affected pop culture or sports culture or just culture in any sort of way is going to get snapped up by Ryan Murphy and made into a TV miniseries. Like, that is just the reality of, I think, the next 30 years. Like, that is just how it's going to happen. Because, I mean, we've had the OJ story, we've had Monica Lewinsky, even. We've had so many different culture icon stories, or not even icon, just cultural moments in crime, we'll say. Like, he's even done the Menendez brothers and Dahmer. I mean, he's in the serial killer market,
The
like
Market.
the market. Yeah. The remake market. I wonder, I'm not sure. So I'll have to correct myself in post production here, but did he do the Ted Bundy one as well with Zac Efron? I'm thinking he didn't do that.
Mm,
I think that's different.
yeah, I think that's different. Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know.
It was all
Because
like
they're in the
muddled.
same style, you know?
Yeah, it was all kind of muddled into that area because there was a time where the internet was thirsty for killers. So
Hmm.
it was Ted Bundy.
Thirsty. Thirsty is the right word for it.
And I don't even think I'm being dirty using that term. I feel like it was really happening. Like, people were lusting about Ted Bundy and then Jeffrey Dahmer. And
Yeah,
then
and it's
people,
because of who they were casting. Like, you can't put Zac Efron in a role and be like, no, you aren't allowed to find him attractive, actually, even though it's Zac fucking Efron. And then fucking
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, like, after people spent seasons lusting after him in American Horror Story.
And it's bad to lust after him in that series too.
Yeah, but they still did.
Season
I did.
1 is a
Oops.
season 1 is a red flag.
Oh yeah.
Season 1 is an absolute red flag for lusting for Evan Peters. It is bad. But I also think the goal of Ryan Murphy is to have a show in the television stratosphere at all times. There always has to be a show running. And this was just one of the ones recently. I think this one and Grotesquerie were running like side by side with each other on FX at the time. So it's well done enough. And the actor that they got to play Gronk, Rob Gronkowski, is fucking perfect. Like there's some castings that come through when you know the real person, and then you see the representation of them in like a reenactment almost. It feels like Crime Stoppers reenactment sometimes. You're like, oh, okay, they actually nailed that one really good. So that's the one. Tom Brady's casting is a little wonk too, but the Tim Tebow casting made me laugh quite a bit. But I don't even know if I'll bring this one to wrap up later. It's almost not really a significant enough show, in my opinion. All right, I got a couple of things that I added to my library this week. So right, new to the library, and I didn't realize I already had a season of this show in my collection already, but it was the final season, the 7th season. So now I have the first season to bookend everything, but I got the 100 season 1 on Blu-ray. Did you ever watch the 100?
That's when it's like 100 kids, right? That are
100
like,
people that they send to the Earth because the base station they've been living on for whatever amount of 100 years or something like that is deteriorating.
yeah. I started watching it and then I stopped, but I don't remember why.
Well, I mean, you don't need to own the Blu-rays to watch the whole thing because it's on Prime Video.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and it's kind of fitting. There's a lot of good sci-fi on Prime. So it's like kind of nice that that show is on there too. I've never actually finished the series. I'm quite early. When I stopped watching it, I was probably very early in the series. So now that I got season 1, I'm going to restart it on Blu-ray and get kind of re-immersed in it, and then slowly pick up each season. Hopefully, Allied Vaughn is supplying each season, because that'd be nice to pick up the series that way and then not have to get season 7 because I already got it. It'd be nice, movie gods or Allied Vaughn gods, if you brought the Supernatural seasons in.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice. I would like to get some of those going. Also, to add to my DC animated collection, and like the weird side of DC animated, I got Batman Ninja, which is like a anime version of the Batman story.
Okay.
They do an anime styling of it. The sequel has been sent to me as well. This one was by Warner Brothers that sent it to me. And the thing that intrigues me about this one is that the fight scenes were filmed with live action actors, and then the animation was created using the footage. So I'm thinking there's probably maybe some rotoscoping in there and everything to so it makes it more fluid, I would think. So that's kind of cool. And I'm kind of digging these offshoots. I got an email the other day about Aztec Batman, and they're
What?
doing,
Okay.
they're doing an Aztec like times Batman, and like have like the rogues gallery and everything, Catwoman and all this stuff. So it looks pretty cool.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
the art looks really cool, so I'm looking forward to receiving that. But Batman Ninja is the one I got recently, and I'm gonna dig into that one because I want to move on to the sequel. I think it's called Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League is the other one. So
Of course.
yeah, of course you got to go there, right?
Of course.
We're almost going to get out of here, but now is time for one of my favorite segments of the week.
But
That's right, butts. Chloe, take it away.
I'm the one who brought this one to you. Like, I'm the one who brought it to your attention. Because I saw the promotionals for it first. And I was really excited for it. And then I couldn't make the early screening. And they weren't giving out screeners, were they?
No, I saw it as the secret screening that you couldn't make.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I finally got to see it, and I am excited to talk about it, and it is Together. I mean, I love seeing Dave Franco on my screen. You know,
With a
I
mullet.
with a mullet. I mean, it looks good, but I fucking hate his character in this. He's so annoying. Like, literally every 5 minutes, I was like, oh my god, you are the worst dude ever. It did add to it, though. And Alison Brie, I mean, I haven't seen her in anything since Community. That was like over a decade ago. Um, but yeah, I think that they were both really good in this. They played off each other in a way that was like organic, I want to say. Like they did come off as like a distant struggling couple. Like there wasn't really any points where I was like not convinced. Um and I mean, obviously the body horror is just top notch. I mean, I still don't really know what it is. Like, aliens? Is it some eldritch horror? I don't know, but I love it. The little intricacies, like, oh, like they need to take muscle relaxants in order to stop merging. Like, I thought that was really cool, like the physicality of it. So like it's not something that's paranormal or like not based on physical reality. Like, it's biological.
Mm-hmm.
And like them, like when they're in the separate bedrooms, and then when they're sleeping, they like start crawling toward each other, and they wake up and they're like trying to stop it, and they're like bending over themselves, and like that was absolutely insane.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the
Yeah.
best films this year.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I think it is my number one so far this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
I felt about codependency, and there's so much at its
There's so
core in
much.
this. And the fact that they're a married couple in real life actually serves to make it even better.
I forgot about that. So I guess that makes sense on why they worked so well together and why it was so believable, because it's real.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like I said, I love seeing Dave Franco, but that could also just be because I kind of miss James Franco, unfortunately. I mean, I just finished rewatching all of the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish he wasn't a horrible person.
Yeah. I know. The art and the artist, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. I guess I'll move on to the other movies. I mean, I don't know what else to say about Together. I mean, if you love body horror and just weird shit, then yes, definitely go see this. This is like number one recommended.
You'll be talking about this at the end of the year episode, so
yeah, I definitely will be. I'll be able to better formulate thoughts then. It's the middle of it's the end of summer, and during summer my brain cells die. So yeah. Next one is 28 Years Later. And I was so excited for this movie, and I loved it.
Oh, okay. I was so worried. This movie is punk rock to its core.
Yeah, this movie is sick.
Punk rock.
I was actually upset though when Eric died. I really wanted him to stick around, the Swedish soldier.
He was so shitty.
I
He's
know.
such a shitty dude.
I know. When he brings up the picture of his fiance or girlfriend or whatever. Oh man. Um but yeah, lot of penis. Lot of lot of very large penis.
I didn't bring this up on my review, I don't think.
It was said like every 15 minutes when we were watching it. Just penis. And I didn't see it at first, but Julius did, so he was like, look at his dick, look at it.
Oh, great.
um
That's
yeah,
awesome.
amazing.
Ray Fiennes.
Yes, I didn't even realize it was Ray Fiennes until I checked the cast list after,
Mhm.
because I was like, why is he so familiar? Because it's fucking Ray Fiennes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And like the most beautiful sequence
yeah,
of the year, maybe.
yeah.
And because Jodie Comer is magical in that movie.
Hmm.
And the a little Alfie, the kid, because this is going to be his, because we're moving on with the Jimmies, who are alluded to the entire film and then debut as like Power Rangers at the end of the film,
Yeah,
which
that
is
was
like
insane.
a really great button on the fact that our main character has a Power Ranger doll in the beginning, a toy.
Hmm.
But this kid is carrying this film on his shoulders and does a really solid job, because kids can usually be annoying. Remember, I brought this up in my review. So,
Yeah.
how did you feel about him? It's the make or break.
Okay. I wasn't annoyed with him in the way of like kid actors are annoying. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like that. It was his character that annoyed me. He's like, I get that he's a kid, he's 12, but he's so fucking inept. But he thinks that he can do everything. Like he takes his cancer-ridden mom
Yeah,
out into the when he almost got him and his dad killed like yesterday.
yeah. But I also think this, like, who else is going to do it? I
Exactly. I
think.
mean, I fully understand the motivation, and I
Mm-hmm.
fully understand that like he's going to do stupid shit cuz he's a 12-year-old kid.
Yep.
And like I don't have a problem with him doing that. It's just while watching it it's like, man, you're stupid, huh? It was just kind of
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. But I'm glad you
What
liked
I
it.
what I thought was really cool was the introduction of like the different species within the infected, because there's like the pig ones, and then there's the other ones that I don't remember. I just remember the pig ones that
Mm-hmm.
bumble around the forest and eat worms.
Yeah.
But like when I saw them and saw that they were like pigs, I was like, I wonder if this means that the infected have been breeding and creating sub infected
Yeah.
to like adapt to their biomes or whatever.
Well, in a
And then
30-year. Yeah.
yeah, and then we saw the pregnant one and I
Yeah.
was like, there it is,
Yeah.
which I think is really cool.
Yeah. Well, because the next one's called Bone Village, comes out in January.
Bone
And
Village, like
it's,
the Bone Christmas tree.
yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. But this, it's done by Nia DaCosta, who did that Candyman reboot.
Okay.
And, but Danny Boyle wrote it, or Danny Boyle's producing it, and Alex Garland wrote it. So
Okay.
it's still keeping that alive within it. And this is like all, like, this can be a trilogy. So I'm excited to see where it goes, especially with this Jimmy character, which bookends the movie, because the movie
Yeah.
opens with this character, and it's just, yeah, wild stuff.
Yeah. All right, moving on. The next one is 40 Acres, which I was also excited about when you told me about it. It's definitely not on the same level as something like 28 Years or Together, but I thought it was fun. I don't really have too much to say about it.
Danielle Deadweiler is really good in it.
Yeah, she's really good in it, and blanking on his first name, but Gray Eyes.
Oh, Michael Gray Eyes. Yes.
Michael Gray Eyes. Yeah.
He's solid. I just like this makeshift family that's taking
Yeah,
care
for
of
sure.
this farm, because that's the currency in the world. That's the only thing that matters anymore. So,
Yeah.
and it's Canadian. And
Yeah,
it's good.
exactly.
It's good to see a Canadian film. Does it look Canadian? To me, it does not look
No.
Canadian. It
No, it
looks like a
doesn't.
high level, like, American film to me.
Yeah,
So
no, the only way that you know that it's Canadian is that they say this Canadian land. Like, that's
that's
it.
the only thing. Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, solid film. So celebrating Canadian film here on the show.
For sure. I saw the 1979 The Warriors.
Walter Hill.
Walter Hill. Yep. Julius forced me to watch it because he grew up watching it on repeat. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched it.
The socio-class system.
Yeah. I mean, it's a social piece, right? Like, about, like, how kind of, like, how I saw it was like, it's kind of pointing out how ridiculous gang culture is, and how it is all about appearances and insecurity and masculinity. And that's really interesting to me. And I did some research on the book that it's based on as well. And
Which
the book,
I want them to faithfully adapt, because I think
yeah,
that would be great.
yeah, they definitely wouldn't have been able to do that in the 70s, though.
No.
It's rough. Rough. But I like, for what they could do, though, I think that they did do a really good job. I do and don't understand why they made all the warriors, well, most of the warriors white when they're all in the book Latino and black. I mean, obviously, 1979 Hollywood, like,
yeah, you need some white guys in this here to white up the joint so we can get this film sold.
Yeah, exactly. And an interesting fact about it that Julius told me, actually, is when they make it back to Coney Island, and the leader of the, I don't even know what their gang was called.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
The Rogues. I thought it was the Rogues.
Yeah, it's probably it's the Rogues.
Yeah, Luther.
Yes.
Yeah. When they make it back to Coney Island and they're sitting in the car and they're taunting the warriors, and he's like,
Warriors, come out and play.
Warriors, come out to play.
Apparently that was ad-libbed by the actor,
David Patrick Kelly,
based on a creepy neighbor he used to have.
Nice. David Patrick Kelly plays Jerry Horn in Twin Peaks. There's always a connection.
Always. Every time.
Always. But yes, iconic. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked it, actually, and I would actually like to see them remake it a little bit more faithfully, like you said.
Do you know the Rockstar Games video game? It was on PlayStation 2.
There was a game?
And I think it was on Xbox as well. Yeah. There's a video game. There's a video game. It was made by Rockstar.
Julius would probably be extremely interested to know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Generation 1 Xbox.
Okay.
And PlayStation 2. Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
Probably find an emulator or something.
Yeah. Oh, guarantee you can find one. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And there was a return of something to finish off that I know you were excited about.
Yes. That is King of the Hill season 14? Yeah, season 14. The updated animation is jarring at first. It's so crisp and smooth when you compare it to, like, what it was 20 years ago. Is that when it ended?
I think it's been 15 years. 15
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's jarring because that's 2010.
Yeah.
But It's great. I mean, it's pretty classic King of the Hill, just new new points in life.
Mm-hmm.
When you started off, it's Peggy and Hank coming back from living in Saudi Arabia. They were living in Saudi Arabia for I don't know how long, years. And then they have to like readjust back to Texan life.
That's so weird.
I know. Yeah, and they have like a lot of money now. So like they kind of just do whatever they want, and Hank keeps struggling with retirement. Like he doesn't know what to do with his time because he used to be like extremely scheduled, like go to work, do my
Yeah, yeah.
chores, but he doesn't have any of that now. So it's been a lot of Hank getting into shenanigan-y things with Bobby, with his half brother in what episode? Good Hank. And that episode is actually kind of great because GH kind of falls in with the manosphere,
Okay, yeah.
and he's watching like a Tate imitator, and then they go to boot camp together, GH and Hank, and it resolves well because that was one thing about previous King of the Hill is that some of the lessons learned were kind of just Hank getting his way, even if it was detrimental
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
to other people or just morally in general.
Yep. Absolutely.
But that hasn't happened so far in the new ones, which I appreciate,
Yeah, no doubt.
especially
That's
with like
growth.
when yeah, exactly. Like I do want to see growth, and like I know that at at its heart, like King of the Hill is a conservative American show. Like that's what it's that's the sphere that it's in. And Mike Judge has come out and said that he's not going to be really touching the political things because that's not what he finds interesting or
Mm-hmm.
funny,
Mm-hmm.
which I appreciate, but at the same time, it's like you have to look
Safe.
at
It's
the
safe.
yeah, exactly. It's safe, and you have to
Yeah.
look at what what the culture is now surrounding that, and unfortunately, you do kind of have to pick sides.
Yeah. Well, South Park's come back to do it
Yeah, South
because
Park is going balls to the wall with it.
yeah, because there has to be a certain point where you push back because what the enforced thing right now is to inflate the ego of this fucking tyrant. So you need to fight back, and art is used to always be what you would fight back with. Art and
Yeah,
culture.
and Judge has just come out and said that he doesn't want to do that. So
Yeah, well,
that's
the world is a little different when they were writing season 14.
yeah.
The world has changed considerably if you're writing right now.
Yeah, well, he was asked this before, like quite recently, like a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that's what he said was that he didn't want to focus
No,
on political things at
well,
all.
and maybe he doesn't, and good for him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at
I
a
mean,
certain
it's his
point,
show. Like I'm
yeah,
not.
and it seems to be fine without it. But at a certain point, you're gonna want to get your hands dirty sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned on how close they're going to toe that line
Mm-hmm.
of complacency.
Yeah, exactly.
Overall, though, it's a good watch so far.
And looking forward to 15.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, so we're almost ready to get out of here, but what am I going to talk about next week? Next week, I am excited because the new film from Zach Kreger is hitting screens, and I'm seeing it on Thursday. It is a film called Weapons, And Zach Kreger's previous film was Barbarian, which was a movie that came out of absolutely nowhere. And the difference is Weapons has been hyped with me ever since I saw that first trailer. So I'm super excited for this one. Then following night, I don't have my ticket yet, but I know it's playing. So I will be seeing it and I will bring it to the podcast. What is probably largely going to feel like a Disney Channel movie on the big screen. I'm seeing Freakier Friday on Friday. Also, hopefully, I'll be checking out My Mother's Wedding. This is Kristen Scott Thomas directed this one. It's got Scarlett Johansson, Emily Beecham. Looks like an interesting cast. Also, a film that Elevation's put out right now. I believe it's Canadian. It's called Shook. And then Mongrel is releasing a film called East of Wall that looks very interesting. I've been sitting on my review for this one for a while. I've watched the first 6 episodes of it and I'm dying to talk about it. But Alien Earth will finally be out next week. The series version of the Alien franchise. This one done by Noah Hawley of Legion and Fargo fame. Also, I have an avenue to watch David Cronenberg's new film, The Shrouds. So I'll be bringing that. Chloe is going to be talking about How to Train Your Dragon, I'm sure, among other things. And again, will I, won't I, will I? Will I watch Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy? Will I watch The Ballad of Wallace Island?
You've been saying this for like 2 months.
Oh, so we'll say that I will eventually watch these movies, but I'm just going to talk about them for week upon a week upon a week until I actually do it. Because this is my burning stick. This is the poking stick. Is if I bring it to the podcast every week, then I will watch it. I'll train myself into watching it. And then you'll slowly see some of these films drop off of the coming soon section of this podcast. But that is it. That's all for the episode this week. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, and Blue Sky at The Steve Dead.
You can find me on Letterboxd at HoneyBunChloe.
You can find all of the episodes of this show on stevestebbing.ca, or just go to the YouTube page and look up Steve Stebbing or The Steve Dead. We're also on shiftheads.ca. And you can catch me every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Shane Hewitt and the Night Shift on Toronto's News Talk 1010, found on the iHeartRadio network. You can also find it in podcast form wherever you get your podcasts. Well, that empties out our list for this week. So until next week, bye-bye.